Hello Big Valley School and welcome to another Mappin's Message. This week on Tuesday is boys basketball practice. Wednesday is a game versus Erskine in Erskine. It is also hot lunch that day. Speaking of hot lunch, please make an effort to have your hot lunch forms handed in on time when Mrs. B asks for them. It might not seem like a really big deal to hand them in late, but it does make her job more difficult, and it's also unfair to the other people who handed theirs in on time and paid for them on time, because then we have to wait for your stuff to come in, and it just puts, I know it, like I said, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is. Please respect Mrs. Bartley's time and have those hot lunch forms handed in a timely manner. Like I said, I know it doesn't seem like a big deal. I know that you guys are just as busy as us, but so is Mrs. B. She's a busy lady too. We are going to start saying no to late entries and late payments, like I said, because it's unfair to Mrs. Bartley and it's unfair to the people who handed their things in on time. Thursday is Kara Curling, that's for the junior high. If your child is part of the Kara Curling team, you should have seen a note come home that they were responsible for sharing with you. So if your child is saying they are on the Kara Curling team and you have not seen a note or any information about it, you should ask your child about it. It is also the Friends of Big Valley School meeting at 5 o'clock, followed by the school council meeting at 6. Next week, Wednesday, is also Pink Shirt Day, so we would love it if everybody could wear a pink shirt next Wednesday. If you don't have pink, that's okay. Red will also do. But wearing a pink shirt for one day a year doesn't stop bullying. Lots of people don't want to say this, but bullying is actually a problem that starts at home. It's often a learned behavior, and usually, if we're seeing it at school, it's probably happening at home too. That's why it's really, really hard for us to solve the bullying problem just by solving it at school. Also, it's important to note that bullying and conflict are two different things. Often, the media or even parents and students overuse that word bullying. They think that one person being mean to them once or, a rude person is bullying. And so it kind of takes the sting and the meaning out of the word. So we're going to be having these conversations with our students at school. And I mean, this is an ongoing conversation that we have all the time at school. It's not just a one-day thing. I would like to remind you not to overuse the word at home. Like I said, not every time somebody is rude to your child is it bullying. It's just somebody being a jerk. If it is constant and ongoing, and if there's a power difference between the two people, then it probably is bullying. Like I said, I'll talk more about that next week. Our book for tonight is The Little Fire Dragon. This is a story of long ago. One winter, it was terribly cold. The thick snow fell and fell as if it wanted to cover the whole world. All the villagers tried to stay warm by huddling with their families at home. They had to ration their firewood as they wouldn't have enough to cook with if they burned it all for warmth. "Cruel winter, please go away," they pled as their voices trembled with the cold. But winter didn't go away. The sun started to grow more and more faint, slowly turning white like a large dead fish eye hanging in the sky. Oh no! The sun's fire is going out. All the rivers and streams had frozen solid. Families had to wander further and further to find wood. When fires were lit, the families gathered near, gaining a little bit of warmth and a little bit of hope. In the deepest mountains in the north lived a little fire dragon and her mother. The mother's tail had been hurt and she couldn't fly. "Mummy, the sun is going out," the little fire dragon said. "Yes," she said, looking up into the sky. "I'm unable to reignite it from here. Daughter, you'll need to relight it." "Do you think I can, Mommy?" "The fire you have in your belly won't be enough to light up the sun," her mother said. "You'll have to go to the village and eat the people's fires too. It will be dangerous, as they will be frightened of you. But don't hurt the humans. Be brave, my girl." "Yes, Mommy," the little fire dragon said as she flew toward the village. When the little fire dragon went through a window into the first house, she scared the people inside half to death. "Excuse me, but I need to eat your fire to be able to relight the sun," the little dragon said. But she soon realized the people couldn't understand her language. She started gulping down the flames. The people shouted at her, telling her to go away. At the next house and the next, the villagers tried to chase her away, beating her with sticks and throwing rocks at her. She could have easily burned down their houses with a small breath, but she remembered what her mother had told her, so she ate the fires as quickly as she could. After she went through the village, she had enough flame within her to relight the sun. She took a moment to rest, as it would take all of her strength to fly up to the sun, and while her wounds hurt terribly, she felt worse that the villagers didn't understand she was doing this to help them. The villagers looked up with hearts full of despair. It was the middle of the day, but without the sun's light, it was as dark as the night. They were so cold without fires in their homes. Suddenly, they saw the little fire dragon flying up into the sky. She flicked her tail back and forth and swam upward through the air towards the sun. Only then did everyone understand. The dragon had eaten their fires to help them, to light up the sun. As the villagers rejoiced, they cheered and called out to the dragon, "Thank you, Fire Dragon! Yay, Fire Dragon! We're sorry, Fire Dragon!" The little fire dragon flew close to the sun. She opened her mouth, and a long, blazing stream of fire roared out. Whoosh! The sun lit up and burned with a blazing red light. The bright rays lit up the whole world, bringing life and warmth to everyone. The villagers cheered and called out their thanks to the little fire dragon as she flew home with her last bit of energy. "Mommy, I lit up the sun." "Yes, my child, you did very well. You were very brave." "And I didn't hurt anyone." "Yes, child, I saw that too." And the mother dragon held her daughter close as the young fire dragon fell asleep, exhausted from the journey. The sun's rays brought spring to the people below. The snow melted, the grass grew, and the world reawakened. Each year at springtime, the villagers built a big bonfire to celebrate the fire dragon. They sing songs of her bravery and how she relit the sun, saving the world. That's all for this week. I love you, I'm crazy about you, and I'll see you tomorrow.